Hello and welcome to the dark side of my living room. That was so cheesy. If you're just joining me now, my name is Julie. Thank you very much for coming and watching today. Last night I had a movie night and was eating lots of sweet popcorn, as you do. I was watching Star Wars The Force Awakens because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I think this was about the 4th or 5th time that I had actually watched the movie. It gave me an idea for this video, so I watched it on my Blu-ray DVD. This book is a book that I got just specially for making notes for YouTube ideas and YouTube videos. So I've made my notes, and what I've done is I've done around sort of 10 of my favourite quotes from the movie, and what I want you to do is leave me your favourite quotes below. 3 of my favourite characters from The Force Awakens would be Maz Kanata, Rey, and definitely Han Solo. Of course, Han Solo is my favourite in this movie. So I'm just going to go straight ahead with my favourite quotes from the movie Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now these are in no particular order. The first one is when Finn says to Rey when they're running, "What about that ship?" And she says, "No, that's garbage." And then the quad jumper that she was originally running to gets completely destroyed, and she says, "Garbage will do," and then it's just really funny. The next one again is a scene between Rey and Finn. It's when Finn was told by Rey that she needed bonding tape, and he's just lifting literally everything bar what she's asking for, and she's like, "No, no, 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 the one I'm pointing to." It's just so funny. She's just getting really frustrated at him. It's just really funny. And the next one is a scene between Han Solo and Finn when they're on the Millennium Falcon, and he says to Han Solo, "So what are you going to do?" Han Solo says, "Same thing I always do. Talk my way out of it." It's just something that he would say. Is so funny. And he looks at Chewie and he makes a noise and he says, "Yes, I do. Every time." It's really funny. Next one is when Finn and Rey are running in the Millennium Falcon from a raft tower, and Rey asks Finn what would it look like. Exact moment she asks that question, they run right into one. Finn says, they look like that." It's really funny. And these were all, by the way, moments that I can remember when I watched in the cinema that I really laughed at. So as I was writing them down, I'm thinking, yeah, these are all the ones that I remember the first time I seen it in the movies that I really loved and really laughed at. Next one is, if you get to live long enough, you get to see the same eyes in different people. And that is said by a favourite character of mine, Maz Kanata. I absolutely love her in this movie. I think she's brilliant, and I actually noticed last night on Smith's Toys website that they have her figurine in the Black series. I absolutely love the Black series figurines. I will actually put a link below where I'm showing you all of the Black series figurines that I have, if that's something that you'd be interested in. There's lots of them, so if you're interested, just click the link in my about section below. But I hope to get her and hope to be a proud owner of her next week, so I really hope that they have it. If not, I'm just going to say you have to order that in for me because I have to have her in my life. This one is when Han Solo takes the grenade launcher off Chewie. That part is absolutely hilarious. He just looks at him and goes, "Chewie, can I try that?" And then he takes it, aims and shoots, and just looks at it. It's just the faces he pulls that makes me laugh more than anything. He doesn't even really need to say anything. It's just the expressions. He goes, "Chewie, I like this." It's really funny. And I mean, like, I don't like to just throw the word legendary around, and people use it just like all the time. When it's Harrison Ford, you know, when it's Han Solo, Indiana Jones, legendary, it is legendary. So basically I'm trying to say that Han Solo is a legend. That's just my opinion. The next one is when Rey is being held captive by Kylo Ren. He leaves the room and she's just there on her own. Stormtrooper that's standing behind her at a door. She says to him, "You will remove these restraints and leave with the door open." And he doesn't fall for it the first time, and he comes over, and I can't remember exactly what he says. It's not like scum or something. He says something to her anyway. And then she says it again. "You will remove these restraints and leave with the door open." And then he does it. "I will remove these restraints and leave with the door open." But it's so funny. When he's walking out the door, she just quickly goes, and you'll drop your weapon, and the Stormtrooper, and I'll drop my weapon, and he drops it. I just really like that part. The next one that I absolutely love, probably one of my favourite parts in this movie. You know, no matter how much we fought, I've always hated watching you leave. And then Han Solo, of course, just has to always swoop in, being the comedian that he is, and he says, "That's why I did it, so you'd miss me." The very last quote that I really loved is a scene between Han Solo and his son Ben, also known as Kylo Ren, and he walks over and screams, "Ben!" And then, you know, obviously he walks over and everything, and he shouts, "Take off that mask, you don't need it." And then Kylo says, "What do you expect to see if I do?" And then Han Solo says, "The face of my son." I just really like that. So yeah, that's all my favourite. You know, there are other favourite quotes and favourite parts that I can't speak today. There are other favourite quotes and favourite parts and lines and things like that that I love from Star Wars The Force Awakens, but these are just some of the ones that I just thought really stood out and that I personally feel are my own personal favourites. Let me know below if some of these are also your favourites, or if they're not, leave below some of your favourite quotes, and also let me know your 2 or 3 favourite characters from this movie. Guys, I'm really sorry, I don't know how this happened, but one of the ones that I had written down in the book I must have just skipped as I was talking to the camera and realised after I'd watched it back. So another quote, because I didn't want to leave this one out because it was one of the best ones, one of my most favourite, is when Finn says, walks over to Han and says, "Solo," he calls him Solo, and Han Solo goes, "Did you just call me Solo?" And it's the face, it is a really classic moment, just the faces that he pulls. So I really hope that you liked this video, and as I say, I will put below the link for my Black Series figurines that I showed them all and was sort of talking through them and everything, so you'll be able to see them up close on the camera. Until my next video, may the Force be with you.